Hello and welcome back. So in this video, we're going to get this thing squared away, make it a little more professional, get some of the wiring kind of cleaned up so that all you have to do is walk up to it, hit a couple switches, hit that start button, get it fired right up, make some noise, make some fire, and then shut it right off, move on with your day. Join me. Basically, it is 1 o'clock in the morning. So I haven't actually had this running since I put all of this in. I don't have any water in it, so I'm just going to see if this thing fires up. You know, we got gauges. Fuel pump, no leak. Let's see. That was very loud. Is the throttle cable like stuck open? All it needs is another angle iron piece to come up, and then we need a flat surface, and then I'm gonna mount this to it. And for the most part, that's it. I'll finish up the wiring, get the cooling fan installed, maybe do a few other small things, but we got this really fancy looking, for racing use only. It was like $20 on Amazon. But it should be good because I can put the fan on it. I can do, you know, whatever else it needs. And then hopefully one day I can use that in the actual Honda. So this guy fires up, no problem. Came out here the other day, showed my wife. And I mean, just as easy as it should be. Plugged in the connectors, hit the fire button, and off it went. So this is great. This project has turned out better than expected. So let me get to it, start the time lapse, and I'll let you know when I get to the next step. battery tray came out great for what it is. Just a pretty basic setup. Okay, here's an update. So if I'm honest, this took way longer than it should have. So this is the second bolt that I have drilled. This one was almost centered. I ended up breaking through, but I think it's gonna be long enough. So this is gonna end up being the throttle cable. That was really a pain to make, but there it is. The end of another day. So as usual, didn't get as much done as I'd like. Unfortunately, there's a few things that need wrapped up. I am 90% as far as I wanted to be. So where we're at right now, we have the whole top of the engine apart, intake wise. I've been trying to get this cable made. So I don't have one of these adjusters on me. So as you saw in the previous video, I drilled and cut and finagled and got all this in here. Had to bend these tabs up because the nuts on the other side were too big, but got it down in there. It works, so that's great. All the wiring is figured out. I just need to actually run it. The dashboard is basically figured out. So I think what's gonna happen is on this side, I'm gonna have a handle, maybe like a, I don't know, I don't wanna play out this theme, but if I use an old wrench or something, you can use it as a throttle, you know, one way or the other. So that would be kind of cool. But at this point, it all just needs put back together. So just some wire hiding. I did have to put a starter relay on here. This setup comes with a relay, but it's not, you know, it says 40 amps, but this is like a super cheap looking relay. And I think that starter probably takes more than 40 amps anyways. there it is. There's an update. It took me most of the day just to get this far, which is kind of sad, but at the same time, making things is tough. It takes time, but there she is. Hello and welcome back. So in this video, we're gonna get this thing squared away, make it a little more professional, get some of the wiring kind of cleaned up so that all you have to do is walk up to it, hit a couple switches, hit that start button, get it fired right up, make some noise, make some fire. Okay, so as you've seen, we've gotten a lot done. Not everything, but a lot. So basically it is 1 o'clock in the morning. I had a small fuel leak here. Basically got that tightened back up, good to go. We have the battery mount here, which just attaches to the swing arm, working out pretty good. We got a starter relay down here, a good ground over to the pump, and a power wire. So I haven't actually had this running since I put all of this in. All the wiring and everything's different now. So hopefully it runs, but you know, I've done some spot checks here and there and everything seems to be turning on. Still don't have it charging, not really sure why that is. I don't have any water in it, so I'm just gonna see if this thing fires up. But, you know, we got gauges. Here, let's turn this off. Gauges are cool. Fan's working. Fuel pump, no leak. Let's see. That was very loud. Is the throttle cable like stuck open? Okay, let me let me see what's going on here. Probably should have put the exhaust on too. Nothing like a good dry fire up to red line. Maybe not red line, but certainly not nothing. Yeah, what's going on here? It seems all the way closed. Huh. Okay. exhaust on. Wow, I didn't even check to see if the exhaust would fit with the battery back here, because I didn't even think about it. Damn, it's kind of close. It's definitely kind of close. It'll be all right, but we should probably get this moved at some point. Okay. Let's try that again. So I don't have any water in it, so let's put some water in this thing. We can do that again. I guess maybe I had the throttle up too far. Definitely something to check. So the other thing is I had the hoses off, so this stuff could be leaking when I put it back on. Let me just give everything a little double check for tightness. So seeing as how it is 1 in the morning, it is officially Wednesday, which is the days that I typically will upload. I'm going to get a funnel. So you're going to see this on the day that I upload it, which is fine. Ooh, that's enough. That's definitely enough. What fun would it be if it was leak-free, huh? It would be boring. Throttle off. Very important. Okay, another success. So basically all I have to do is disconnect the fuel pump wiring, and then I can push it into a corner until it's ready to start next time, until I feel like firing it up. It's on regular gas right now. For some reason it's not charging, but there's a lot of stuff not hooked up, like the original starter relay and a few other wires, so it's entirely possible that I just don't have something hooked up correctly. But that's the progress. So this is its final stage. I'm not going to mess with any of the wiring or anything until I actually put it in the car. You know, you probably won't see this again until I actually get it in the car. The first steps on the car, I need to get it out of the storage that it's in and just kind of give it a once over. The car I got is pretty clean. It came from a guy who was going to make it electric powered. He scrapped that project because it was going to be too difficult. So he sold me the car. It's pretty much gutted, but I need to clean it. I need to get it in here, make some space for it, and then I can start ripping the front suspension and rear suspension and get the Miata stuff cut up. So look for that, part 3. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. See you next time.